And as a longtime fan of Frank Herbert's Dune series, I must say that Denis Villeneuve's adaptation is nothing short of breathtaking. The way he has reimagined Jessica's rolling as real statement.
And so that he is, yet how work was so easy to tie in, what he is so a moment, and he is moment, and yet...
In the sequel to Dune, titled Dune Part 2, there are several significant departures from the source material. One of the most notable alterations concerns Lady Jessica of the Bene Gesserit, portrayed by Rebecca Ferguson. Unlike her book counterpart, Jessica takes a much more proactive role in the movie, subtly manipulating events and orchestrating things behind the scenes, effectively transforming herself into the primary antagonist of the film. Building on the success of its predecessor from 2021, director Denis Villeneuve opted to divide Frank Herbert's original 1965 story into multiple parts in order to enhance the narrative for a more impactful cinematic experience. Director Denis Villeneuve effectively captured the essence of Frank Herbert's original work, particularly the enigmatic antagonist, Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, played by Stellan Skarsgård. The ominous aura surrounding Vladimir, his nephew Feyd-Rautha Harkonnen, portrayed by Austin Butler, makes them natural choices for the film's primary villains. However, it is Lady Jessica's malevolent character that truly earns her the title of the main villain. Her manipulation of Paul and desecration of the sacred face leaves no doubt by the end of Dune, Part 2, that Lady Jessica exerted a more sinister influence in the world of Arrakis. In my humble opinion, as a movie reviewer, the sequel to Dune, aptly titled Dune Part 2, significantly expands on the bond between Lady Jessica and her son Paul. Atreides played brilliantly by Timothée Chalamet. After the tragic demise of Duke Leto Atreides, Oscar Isaac, Jessica finds herself at odds with the Emperor's forces, but instead of cowering, she rises to the challenge. In the sequel to Dune, titled Dune Part 2, Lady Jessica assumes the role of Reverend Mother, an unexpected turn of events that allows her to take control of religious leadership with the ultimate goal of having her son rule the universe. As the story unfolds, she becomes increasingly cunning in her influence over Paul, aiming for him to employ violent and radical strategies in his governance. Jessica feels strongly that this extreme approach is necessary to mold the new world. In the movies, much like Baron Harkonnen, who rules brutally from Gaby Prime, there's a strong focus on developing Jessica's villainous storyline. Throughout the films, Jessica employs her hidden and mind control abilities to orchestrate her plots. At a crucial point in the story, she breaks the trial conditions for the Water of Life by hiding her pregnancy to increase her power, that he was the truth. Exactly what's wrong within them. The Reverend Mother, survivable, know what's log, and appointed on reading a died in order to have not mentioned more similar things about the community that friends of Villeneuve's movies. Lady Jessica drinks a potion intentionally to transform Aelia, and later uncovers the prophetic visions that reveal to her that as Jessica usurps the power of the Reverend Mother prematurely, while using Paul as a tool for her own self-aggrandizement and potential destruction. A notable distinction in Herbert's novel lies in Jessica's subdued participation. Throughout the story, as she ascends to the rank of Reverend Mother, Jessica deliberately steps aside to facilitate of Paul's acceptance among the Fremen, who regard him as their prophet. Later, she gives birth to Aelia, a unique child who is conscious at birth and possesses the advanced skills of a mature Bene Gesserit, following her exposure to the Water of Life in utero. In the movie Dune Part 2, Denis Villeneuve skillfully alters Jessica's character, allowing her to communicate with the unborn child after consuming the Water of Life. This development significantly similarly why to Physius and Pain in Psych 4, in which changes in the city. So there are few Pain that strongly survives Ford convictions and entirely recognize the section, one man consumed introduction in part 3, thereby emphasizing that the Dune prophecy could shape a superior future compared to the books. In the sequel to Dune, Jessica's character, as the Reverend Mother, plays a pivotal role that significantly shapes the destiny of Arrakis. Her actions in Dune Part 2 set for the stage for the series of events that transpire throughout the Dune saga, including the Children of Dune, suggesting possible developments in the character's future trajectories. In Dune Part 2, Jessica's role as the Fremen's Reverend Mother emphasizes her powerful influence over Paul and his fate. Her questionable guidance, combined with the Bene Gesserit's machinations of bloodlines, hints at the development of Paul into the Kwisatz Haderach, a divine figure the Bene Gesserit have been eagerly waiting for. This foreshadows the intricate plot lines in the Children of Dune, particularly those revolving around Paul and Chani's Zendaya offspring, like their son, Leto II. He pushes the Bene Gesserit's plans beyond their original limits, eventually leading to his metamorphosis into the God Emperor. Absolutely. The manner in which Jessica exerts influence over Paul in Part 2 of the novel might hint at the events that will unfold among their children in the career future. In the story, Lady Jessica asserts the same level of authority over Paul's offspring, Leto II and Ganima, by revisiting Arrakis with the intention of regaining control of them for the sisterhood. One fact remains undeniable. Jessica's evolving position in Dune Part 2 plays a pivotal role in foreshadowing the intricate relationships between power and fate within the series, a theme that promises to be explored further in Denis Villeneuve's upcoming franchise adaptations.